Hey guys, Rob back from the off-grid tiny house in the storage room. So what I did was I put the tool pantry here so it kind of hides the wires. And what I think I'm going to do is remove all this stuff off of here and just use this as my coat rack for me and Gus. And I think that'll work. And the nice thing about it is I'm maximizing my space because this thing's pretty big and deep and wide, and it's going to cover the electrical. I can still get to the fuses, which was kind of planned. They're right there. The camera light is a pain, but there they are. I moved the light off of there. It's down here. I'll figure out where I want to put that. The rope is right here. I can access it. I put the excess down in the corner with the brooms and stuff like that. And then I'll figure out what I'm gonna. Now this, I'm just trying this arrangement out, and we'll see if that works. Like I say, I still got a ton of cleaning to do in the storage area. What's going, what's staying, etc. And I want to make a nice work table where I can sit in a chair, do videos, and maybe do some electronics and stuff like that or other things. And this table ain't going to cut it. So I'm either going to buy one of those folding white plastic ones that'll just go across, and then I can sit down and have a good, work as that as my workbench, because I do not have one. Yeah, it's a mess in here, guys. Now, another thing, I've been busy. Take a look. Ta-da! I put that tapestry up. The, like a fabric wall divider from Wish that I ordered. And it's kind of new age chakras in. Get your chakras in line. And that is the divider for the bathroom / solar room. I think I'm going to move this fire extinguisher probably back here somewhere, or somewhere back in the storage area, because it doesn't look right there. I spaced out the elliptical a bit from the sink, so we're not going to have issues with that. And I can actually, I should raise up this line because it's got a little, kind of little, what am I trying to say? It's not level, let's put it that way. So I'll fix that up. I moved the Panda washer here for now, but I'll take you guys back to the room here, and it does work nice. I actually used the little tacks that I got for the door out here, for the screen door, the screen door kit that I bought. And they worked awesome for this project, so that's okay. Yeah, I was experimenting. I've been using the survival blanket, or not the survival stove plates, to cover up over this hole here, the trivet, where the airflow is coming up. And unfortunately, the ceramic piece that I have is a little too long. So if I might be able to score this and break this. I don't know how exactly, but that would be a nice alternative than these white plates. We'll see. Yeah, I had the radio on while I worked. So in we go, guys. All you do is basically, you're just opening it up, and then you got access. It gives you a little bit more privacy, though you can still see people's feet or whatever. And it just goes past the thermal pan a bit, so that's okay. That was actually not a bad buy. I have to empty the Dyson because it picked up a lot of junk. Everything's in float in here. One thing I will be trying to do is getting a strong light like this one that was donated by Primo into the storage area because, well, let's say the lighting is really crap back there. You guys already know that. Look how black that is back there. So I'll figure out where the Panda's gonna go and all that stuff as time goes by, but look how dark it is in here, even with a window. That's the south-facing window, but like I said, there's a transport right there, so it's blocking most of the light coming in. So yeah. So I'm gonna have to put like a decent light in the center here, so I have some kind of like the one in the solar area. I'll have to ask Primo what type that is, or Stu or somebody will know. And then I'll have a decent lighting back here. I damaged the wall, yeah, I showed you guys that. So yeah, I think the Panda is gonna go right here. So I'll have to move the paint cans and I'm gonna need that paint, that's for sure, because all the damage and stuff I've done to the walls now. So I'll move the Panda here, and then obviously this has to go. Yeah, I'll have to mount this one up here somewhere next to the window, I think. So that will be a nice hanger for towels. But yeah, Pandas can go here, and then I can drain it in there, or even into the shower if I needed to. So I'll have to rearrange that, but I'll do that on another day. Let's see. 61 Fahrenheit back here, it says, which is shocking. I left the ceiling on. It's just kind of sitting over here floating. I will come back sometime at night to try this out, but I should try it out now just to see what the lighting is gonna look like here, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Fan. Let's see how the fan reacts to that new tapestry thing on the wall there. It kind of is making it move a little bit. I just don't want it to be sucked up into the fan or any craziness. It looks like it won't do that though. It is moving the air though, like you can see it's kind of moving towards the living space, but I don't, well the fire extinguisher is actually helping stop it, and I think that's okay. Now the other thing that's going to be nice with the fan being right here, though, I got to be careful when stepping off the elliptical that I don't chop my head off. Yeah, I'm going to test that out right now. But it will give me a better, like when I'm on the elliptical, guys, that thing burns, that really burns up the calories, like double the amount. So I'll just move the shoes. I want to see what this looks like so I don't. Okay, it's good. And I'm getting a nice breeze off to the side here from that fan. So that's another double bonus that I wasn't expecting. So that's really good. And then, like I say, I can even move the bed closer to the fire if I had to. Now, I have lots of options. Or just leave it back in the corner. And then I'll figure out some kind of setup for entertainment for my TV. I want to pick up a 12-volt TV. That way I do not have the inverter on, which is inefficient because you're using a lot of power to go from 12 volts all the way up to 120 volts. So you're actually losing power in the conversion to get to modern day household power in North America. So what I need to do is I gotta figure out, just stop that. I should be wearing shoes. It's hard on the toes when you have slippers on. Oh, don't want to stub my toe. I have to basically take my TV and remove it from an inverter to make everything more efficient. My goal here with the off-grid tiny house is get all my appliances as efficient as I can within a reasonable amount of money. Like, you can buy high-end appliances that are thousands of dollars, but it's not gonna cut it, guys, for me. I didn't win the lotto yet, so so what's next? Let's see. Yeah, I'll come back, and I gotta do, once I do some more cleaning of the storage room, I gotta take some, I won't take them today, I'll take those another day. My covers for the bed need a good wash, some of the pillow covers do as well. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, that's pretty cool, I like it, and it adds like a, it's like a mural in the tiny house. Gives some color in here. And it's kind of like a Zen. It's basically the chakras, or those stones, the different mineral stones and stuff that people use, I guess, to they call these chakras. And each stone is a different part of the body, and it's supposed to align the stones or whatever. So whatever, but it looks like a pretty cool tapestry there. And yeah, things are working out here pretty good. So like I say, lots of cleanup to do, some more stuff to do, guys. What else? Lighting's fixed. The big move was done. The tool cabinet is moved. So like I said, guys, look at this. This is quite a difference now, because it cleans up. Like over here before was my elliptical. Now it kind of cleans things up, and even with the elliptical there, you got way better sight line there. And now I have lots more room in the living space, believe it or not. I got all this area to play with. So I'm just gonna start shutting some stuff off. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to look on Wish, or somebody can suggest some lighting. But before I do that, I'm gonna look through my collection because of electronics and stuff as I clean the back storage room. Because basically what's happening is I need to save as much money as I can up for these big battery bank. Hopefully I'll have some money for that. So I'm gonna look through my collection of LED lights and stuff. Hopefully I come up with something nice and strong to light up, have for my storage area. And then what I can do, this is kind of neat, guys, check this out. Now obviously I will have to move the tool cabinet back temporarily, so I have access to the positive and negative bus bar. And what I can do, if I get a nice 12 volt LED, I can wire into the bus bar, staple it up, and then run it across the ceiling somewhere, and that will be a nice setup, because this room is very dark, like it's ridiculous. So yeah, nasty. Oh, and if I'm tall enough, you guys will be able to see daylight on the other side of the tiny house. Well, the light on the camera's on, so maybe not, but when I was up there on the ladder putting that tapestry up, I could look down this way into the storage area and I could see daylight here from the window, and then I also had daylight back there. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna probably pack her up. It's been at least 2 hours since the heat's been off. 56.6 Fahrenheit inside, 39.3 Fahrenheit out. So, and I did have the door open, guys, for a bit of time when I had to move the tool pantry in there because it was so tight. I mean, this thing was, you know, it sticks off far off the wall enough that it was interfering. So I had to open the door so I had full movement that way. So yeah, so I'm gonna head out for now. Things are looking okay. Everything's up and running and fixed. Now, what I'm gonna do, I don't trust. Okay, let's just put it this way. If I stay in the tiny house with this guy on all night and nothing happens, then I'll trust it to leave it on all the time. Though I'm just being paranoid on that because this should be fairly, you know, this should be fairly safe. I have like everything's off. The only power that this guy is draining, it will be this lighting, and the voltage meter of the battery, and the lighting in here on the USBs, and then this has no load on it, so nothing. Whoops, I accidentally turned the fan on. But the nice thing about this thing as well, since it's near the bed and the door, when I do leave it on all the time, it's going to act as, so when it's dark, I come in the entrance here, guys, right? I'll be able to see this even though it's pitch dark, because that little lighting will be there. So that's so I can find the light switch easy, hit it, boom, we got lights. But, you know, I don't trust this yet, keeping this on 24/7, because I don't know what it's going to do to the battery. I don't know if it's 100% safe yet, but that'll come in time when after testing and stuff. So we'll get there. But yeah, I'll kill this for now, and then if I come back, I don't think I'll be back tonight, but unfortunately, because that'd be cool to see the tiny house lit up now. But when I come back on another night, like another time, I'll be able to test this out at night, and you guys will be able to see how well this stuff works at nighttime. Now, the only thing I got to be cautious of, like I say, is nighttime use of the fans. They're the biggest of the load on the unit here. So these fans, they're very efficient. They work really great. I'm happy with them. The only thing is my battery bank that is hooked up to this is not very big. So if I ran these all night, or even one all night, I'm just a little concerned about that still yet, because I haven't tested it to see how much that would drain the battery down overnight. And you know, I got to be careful with the stuff like that. I don't want to be going beyond my limits and stuff like that. Now, I didn't wire it into the PWM controller. I could have off of the load side. But if I did, it has a program in there where if it senses the battery level getting below whatever you set it at, let's say I set it at 12.5, if it drops near 12.5, it will cut the circuit to, let's say, my master switch. It will cut everything out, and that way the battery will kind of stay at 12.5, which would be good, because the battery's still happy there. I want to give it I baby my batteries, guys, because it's all I have. Batteries are expensive, and if you don't baby your batteries, you're gonna murder them, and then you're gonna be wondering what's going on. I try to keep things, I try to keep the batteries very happy. Don't drain them down badly, because if you do, you'll just damage them, and then you're going to end up having to fork out huge money for more stuff. But like I said, there's going to be lots of tests coming to see how well this stuff works 24 hours a day, like, or even an overnight period. Let's not say 24 hours. Let's say, what is it? 8 to 12 hours overnight, right? And the nice thing about, see, just the fans running at night, because I doubt I will have these LEDs on at night unless I'm not sleeping, right? Who sleeps with that lights on all the time? I won't need to anyway, because this thing's gonna act like almost like a nightlight with these blue lights on and that red voltmeter going. But anyway, this has worked out really well. The ceiling's worked out really well. The survival blanket, awesome. I was not a believer in the survival blankets until I tested them out and tried them as added insulation to the tiny house. Huge difference, huge. It's probably going to save me huge on my propane, and eventually if I do get a wood stove, it'll save me there as well. Now that the elliptical's where the possible place is for the wood stove, which I doubt. See, I like the elliptical actually here now. This is really nice, this area. This kind of matches the sink, matches the stove, because everything's black. Black and white, black and white. So, fireplace probably will not go there if I do get one. But, like I say, I have options, guys. I can throw one, depending on where the bed will be. I can put some stove along this wall somewhere. I can put it in the back storage room, which would be okay because I'd use this hole as my fresh air for the stove, to feed the stove for oxygen. So I wouldn't starve of oxygen in the tiny house as it eats through it all. Maybe put a stove back here, wood stove. Because this is a cold zone still too, and by leaving this open like this is good for a wood stove. You want to leave you want to leave this open, and then if I have my bed here, the heat will travel this way, keep me comfortable. I can't say much for the water tanks on the opposite end of the trailer, but hopefully they wouldn't freeze. We will see. But wood stoves push the heat, and they would probably cook me out of here. It all depends what, I'm gonna have to figure out lots of stuff, guys. But anyway, I'm out of here for now. Got a bunch done in the tiny house. All my work paid off, and big thanks to my dad for the help he gave on my first panel, and then he gave me help on the offset panel, which was a nightmare. This one here. And then I still got lots of stuff to fix, repair. I'm going to definitely be using the rest of those paint cans up, because I don't know what happened. I got fading going on here. I got all kinds of crap that I got to repair. And then so much to do, guys, so stay tuned. Try to, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, like, share my videos. Think about becoming a Patreon member so I can actually get money to help with my project to continue on. It's only $1 a month, guys, and I put out videos every single day. And if you become a Patreon member, you get the videos early, you get them ad-free, and you get hours of content sooner than the YouTube public does. So consider that. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House checking out. We'll see you then.